The CEO fired the janitor and ignored a letter changing everything forever that morning silently downtown. The janitor stood quietly holding folded paper while fluorescent lights buzzed above polished corporate floors. No argument escaped his lips because dignity sometimes speaks loudest when silence carries unbearable weight. 10 years he cleaned offices nightly, unseen, unnoticed, yet faithfully protecting dreams belonging to others. He knew every scuff mark, every fingerprint, every late meeting ending with discarded coffee cups. Nobody learned his name, though. He learned theirs from plaques, awards, signatures etched across walls. He arrived each night precisely, moving softly, respecting spaces powerful people never noticed. He fixed small problems before alarms rang, preventing disasters nobody would ever attribute to him. Servers overheated once, and he stayed sweating, rewiring connections until systems breathed again. Executives praised innovation next morning, unaware disaster narrowly avoided through anonymous labor. That memory lived quietly within him, never shared because pride mattered less than survival. The letter explained none of this, yet carried truth heavier than any accusation ever could. It rested inside a plain envelope marked carefully with the CEO name written steady. That morning, layoffs filled spreadsheets, reducing humans into cells, margins, percentages, decisions. The CEO skimmed charts, nodded efficiently, believing leadership meant decisive, unemotional execution. When the janitor entered, he barely looked up, distracted by numbers blinking across screens. Termination speech delivered, rehearsed, polite, impersonal, practiced many times before without reflection. The janitor nodded once, accepting fate shaped by forces far beyond his station. He placed the envelope, gently hoping not for mercy but understanding someday. Maybe. The CEO swept it aside, sliding history into a drawer without curiosity. Consideratio or remorse drawers close easily on inconvenient truths, especially when power feels secure, unquestioned. And insulated, the janitor walked out, shoes echoing briefly. Then, swallowed by the building's silent, security cameras recorded the departure without significance, labeling him as another resolved transaction. That evening, the office felt strangely different, though nothing visibly changed. Cleaning crews replaced him quickly, louder, faster, careless, leaving streaks, missed corners. Dust appeared where perfection once reigned, subtle yet unsettling to executives. 3 days passed, systems lagged, tempers shortened, minor failures accumulated like whispers. The CEO worked late, sensing imbalance, unable to name discomfort creeping inward. He opened drawers, searching pens, documents, excuses for restlessness. The envelope waited patiently, unchanged, unaffected by time or arrogance. Paper yellowed, edges soft from careful handling years before. He hesitated, fingers hovering, recognizing handwriting from somewhere forgotten. Curiosity finally overcame urgency, pulling truth into light reluctantly. He sat alone, city lights flickering behind glass walls like judgment. The letter opened without drama, beginning with gratitude, not resentment. It thanked him for opportunity, purpose, employment. Dignity quietly given. It recalled a stormy night, alarms, ignored phones, unanswered darkness, threatening collapse. Servers overheated, fans screamed, red lights flashed warnings. Nobody noticed. The janitor noticed because watching was his job, caring was his choice. He stayed alone, bypassing rules, improvising solutions, holding cables steady for hours. Sweat-soaked uniform hands, blistered, fear, constant yet resolve stronger. At dawn, systems stabilized, data preserved, livelihoods protected, futures intact. Executives celebrated growth, attributing success to strategy, vision, leadership. No report mentioned the janitor, no bonus recognized sacrifice, no plaque engraved. He returned nightly, continuing routine, never expecting recognition, reward, gratitude. The letter explained why he stayed loyal, why he cared, why silence endured. Then it spoke of firing not with anger, but acceptance, understanding, change. After termination, he returned once more, entering building quietly, familiar corridors welcoming. He cleaned carefully, respecting space one final time, restoring order gently. He wiped desk, aligned chair, polished glass, erased fingerprints, including his own. He left keys where always placed, symbolic ritual honoring responsibility. Finally, he set letter again on desk, not as plea but closure. He exited unnoticed, leaving truth behind like seed waiting season reading, and its CEO hands trembled, breath shallow, room suddenly smaller. Awards gleamed mockingly, reflecting face stripped of certainty, authority, pride. His name dominated walls, yet another name missing entirely. There was no number to call, no apology capable of reaching past. Silence answered louder than anger could ever shout. The drawer remained open, empty, echoing consequence. Power forgets quickly, but quiet loyalty waits patiently, remembered too late.